Imagine trying to leave for work, pushing your start button, and absolutely nothing happens. Or maybe your engine runs, but your shifter is completely locked in park, refusing to budge. Have you ever experienced your Subaru suddenly stranding you while lighting up the dashboard with warning messages? Stick around until the end of this video, and we will break down exactly what this potential repair might cost you, and how a simple interior cleaning spray might be the actual culprit. When this issue first strikes, it usually feels like a major electrical or transmission failure. You step into the car, put your foot on the brake, and try to start it. If you have a push-button start, the dashboard might wake up, but the engine completely ignores you. If you have a traditional key, the engine fires right up, but when you try to pull the shifter out of park, it is completely jammed. At the exact same time, your instrument cluster might start throwing alarming warnings at you. The Vehicle Dynamics Control, or VDC light, will often illuminate. Sometimes the ABS warning light joins the party. If your Subaru is equipped with EyeSight driver assist technology, that entire system might suddenly disable itself, flashing an alert right in your line of sight. When faced with a locked shifter, a no-start condition, and multiple dash warnings, it is incredibly easy to make a wrong assumption. Most drivers immediately assume their battery is totally dead. Others panic, thinking the transmission has failed, or that the main engine computer has completely crashed. Many owners end up buying a brand new battery, hoping it will solve the problem. But the real issue is hiding right above your foot. Your brake lights are completely dead. This exact scenario has frustrated well over 1 million drivers. It appears to affect roughly 1.3 million vehicles from 2012 through 2017. This massive group includes the Subaru Forester, the Subaru Impreza, the Subaru Crosstrek, and the Subaru WRX, plus the WRX STI. The root cause of this massive headache is incredibly strange. It all comes down to a tiny component called the brake light switch, or stop lamp switch. This switch sits directly behind your brake pedal. Every time you press the pedal, a plunger moves and electrical contacts close inside the switch. This tells the car's computer to turn on the red brake lights out back. It also tells the push-button start system that it is safe to fire the engine, and it tells the shift interlock solenoid to release your shifter from park. But why do so many of these switches suddenly fail? Subaru and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration figured it out, resulting in Recall 19V149. The culprit is actually inside the cabin with you. It is silicone gas. Many popular automotive interior cosmetics, dashboard shines, fabric sprays, and cleaning products contain silicone. When you use these products inside your car, they off-gas. This invisible silicone gas floats through the cabin and slowly seeps inside the plastic housing of that brake light switch. When you step on the brakes, the electrical contacts inside that switch snap together. This creates a tiny, normal electrical spark or arc. But when that spark hits the trapped silicone gas, a chemical reaction happens. The heat breaks the gas down into silicon dioxide. Silicon dioxide is essentially a microscopic glass-like powder. It is a powerful electrical insulator. Over time, this invisible glass powder coats the electrical contacts inside the switch. Eventually, the coating gets so thick that electricity can no longer pass through. The car no longer knows you are stepping on the brake. The push-button start ignores you. The shifter stays locked. And terribly, your rear brake lights never turn on, putting you at massive risk of being rear-ended by following traffic. If you look through Reddit or Subaru owner forums, you will see a massive trail of frustrated drivers dealing with this. Many owners report being completely stranded at gas stations or grocery store parking lots. A frequent frustration is paying for an expensive tow truck, only to find out it was just a tiny switch. If you ever find yourself stranded in park because of this, grab a flathead screwdriver. Look down at your shifter console for a small plastic cover cap. If you pop that cap off, you can insert the screwdriver and press down on the manual shift lock override. This manually bypasses the failed brake switch and lets you shift into drive so you can safely limp the car home. Just remember, your brake lights probably are not working. Subaru officially addressed this under campaign number WQE90. The fix is straightforward. Dealership technicians must inspect the vehicle and replace the old brake light switch with a completely redesigned unit. This updated part features heavily modified internal materials and a revised housing design. The new switch is properly sealed to completely block that pesky silicone gas from ever getting inside. So, what will this cost to fix? Because this is a mandatory NHTSA safety recall, the repair must be performed completely free of charge at an authorized Subaru dealership. You should not pay a dime for the inspection or the newly redesigned part. However, sometimes owners need to know the out-of-pocket costs. You might have a vehicle with a branded title Or maybe you are stranded hundreds of miles from a dealer and need a local independent shop to get you back on the road immediately. If you have to pay out of pocket, the brake light switch itself is quite cheap, usually running between $20 and $40 at a parts counter. If you take it to an independent shop, you can expect around 1 hour of diagnostic and labor time. At roughly $95 an hour, an independent shop will likely charge you between $115 to $140 out the door. If you somehow had to pay a dealership for this exact repair out of pocket, their higher labor rate of $145 an hour brings the total up. You would be looking at roughly $175 to $200 total. Again, under the recall, this is completely free, so always call your local dealer first. Have you ever been trapped in park or had your push-button start completely ignore you? Let us know what you experienced in the comments below. If this video helped you understand what is going on with your Subaru, please hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more straightforward automotive breakdowns, and we will see you in the next video.